Hello, good evening, and welcome to the finale of Mage Ascension Heist, our Mage 20th edition TTRPG playthrough set in London with an elite crew of highly specialised thief mages trying to rip off a dodgy company.
So elite.
So elite.
Yeah, elite. That was the word I was looking for.
Such legend.
I'll take legend. I'm just not quite sure about elite.
So who we got? We got Dave.
You do.
Who are you?
Hello, I am David. I'm playing Jonathan Matheson Jr., a former New World Order grey suit turned dream speaker, follower of the Spider God Anansi, and general con artist and shenaniganizer.
We've got Clappy.
I'm playing Sweet Pea, a virtual adept hacker.
We've got Aldoon.
In mid-trick, very nicely done. Hello, I'm Adun. I'll be playing Ray Van Horn, a simple, straightforward, totally honest East End character.
And we have Claire D.
Character.
Hello there, I am playing Tiana Hathaway, who is an ex-syndicate, ex-city girl turned dream speaker. Tend to like peeking into the spirit world and trying not to run away.
Think of the kittens.
Yep, kittens are helpful.
Kittens.
Do need our kittens to get us through the difficult times. Okay, now when last we met, you guys had reached stage, let me see, what number did we get to? We'd done stages 0 through 3 of your 5-part plan. Accessed the building and the server, intercepted the crypto key, made a fake key, and now you're up to the scam and transaction and part 5 where it all falls apart.
Oh yeah, my favourite bit.
One of us, I believe, has to be taken captive and everything has to look terrible, and then there's going to be some kind of clever double bluff, which I don't think we've actually arranged in advance. So
yeah, we haven't thought of that.
Totally going to work. Totally going to work.
Fine. It'll be fine.
On the plus side, we did come up with the concept of the hacking sausage. An immortal moment in role-playing history.
Truly unique moment.
So
this link and this link. And a beautiful sausage in between.
You got the meat of the heist in the middle there. Yes, exactly.
With the sawdust of shenanigans mixed in.
We wrap it in the bun of planning and add the mustard of catastrophe.
There you go. It has now become a hacking hot dog.
You are very welcome.
Or, sorry, we're in the East End of London, so it'll be a hacking sausage in a bun.
Yeah.
All right, so when last we met our intrepid band of magical super beings, they had just pulled off a couple of mini heists in the warm-up.
Are you in the right game, Ben?
I'm bigging you up. I'm bigging you up in the hope that Roll20 hears me and rolls good dice for you today.
Oh,
yeah, we had a bit of a rubbish week.
Hates you. We love you, Roll20. Please don't hate on my players. Yeah, so Goblad Games, wonderful company. Come and work for us. If you're watching us live on Twitch, don't forget you've got your Goblad Groats, which can be used to save Aldoon when he rolls badly.
I don't
Not
blame me.
Just him, but it's him. Let's be honest.
I still have a reroll that someone kindly donated from possibly last session, possibly the one before.
That's true. You do. I thought you were trying to claim the one from the mummy session last week.
No.
Are they transferable?
I used that one.
Does it work that way?
It doesn't work that way, no.
Oh.
You also can't have the ones from Pathfinder.
Oh, shame.
So yes, we have many shows on the go, many of which are in the process of wrapping up or just starting. So if you're just joining us, you've got a whole series of Mage videos to come and watch. If you're not just joining us, then you've already watched them. Well done, you.
Episode 2 was my particular favourite.
And here we are at episode 8 with our characters back at their lock-up in Stepney Green.
It's charming.
Going through their ill-gotten loot, little pouch of diamonds and a deed to Down Street Station, the legendary lost Chantry of London.
Yeah.
I believe the plan there was to not tell anybody you'd found it.
No.
Okie dokie. So, what do you want to do?
Just clear off and open a new chantry.
Well, yeah.
Because today was the day, wasn't it? Today was the day of the deal. Or
Today's the day of the
morning was
deal.
the day of the deal.
And
So we
we've
just had
come
the
up-
morning, have we? Or was that last night that we stole the?
That was last
That was
night when you
last
stole
night.
the diamonds.
Cool.
So we have the entirely arbitrary argument that someone needs to be in the room at the time of the deal, because otherwise we can't have like that tense final moment. Everything goes wrong.
We haven't got much time either, so we need somebody to kind of maybe delay it a little more. We've got like, yeah.
Oh, a ruse.
Yeah, some kind
Fire
of
alarm.
slowing, distraction-based scenario.
So
Yeah, that's your speciality, isn't it?
yeah, as chief ruser, I believe I'm probably supposed to be the one in the room. So
I'm loving the idea, Claire, that you want to set off another fire alarm in the server room that locked you in last time you tried it.
Put me out last time. Also, I'd probably choose to be on the other side of the door this time.
You talk nicely to the door.
Yeah.
Or let me out. It's very polite and a bit confused.
All right. In preparation, Ray is going to move his motor to a pre-arranged location, what he knows, where it will not be troubled. Because we're going to take the Range Rover for this one.
yeah,
Unless we need to take the tech van. What we saying, tech ladies?
Might be useful to have
yeah.
it with us, mightn't it?
Definitely, I think.
I'd be happy with the backup
I just
there.
dropped something. Too late. I'll get it at the end.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take the tech van. So I'm going to move the Range Rover to somewhere slightly closer to the location. So if we need a better vehicle to escape, some sort of high-rise car park thing, what I'm thinking. Park it
You
up.
drive in one car, drive out in the other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Possibly while some kind of heisty music is playing.
Yeah.
Maybe some like 70s acid jazz kind of thing.
I'm bringing my own. Doing the
Sort of
van.
waka, wow, 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 bass guitar, wah wah pedal thing.
Long, slow guitar slides, panning shots, the whole thing.
Right, so that's what you're doing. What about the rest of you? Ray's moving motors around. That's his thing.
Okay.
I'm also getting breakfast.
That's his other thing.
What else
Right,
do we need to do? I feel like we're ready, aren't we?
how am I going to get in that room? Am I just bluffing my way in? Is that the plan?
Have we still got an access card or anything? Did we have an access card to the
Yeah,
building?
I had one, didn't I?
You've got
Yeah,
that
you do. You've got
IT
the IT
access all
access.
areas.
The IT one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to dress in my smartest, most banker-looking suit and take the ID card.
That's rhyming slang, isn't it?
I'm
Traveling
going
lunches.
to talk to the spirit of the card to explain that because it's been like a day since it's been used, the system might have been told to ignore it, but it really is a good card that is doing its job the best it can, and it should insist that it's definitely a legitimate card.
You're teaching the Jedi mind trick to a plastic card.
So I'm trying
Why not?
to let the spirit of the card know that it is a real ID card, not an illegitimate one. That's all.
You believe in yourself, little plastic card.
Yeah. I don't know how much good it will do.
You belong. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Maybe it can have a coffee and breakfast with Gertrude. Maybe that'll cheer it up.
Have you said good
It's
morning to
very,
Gertrude
very
yet?
simple spirit. It's incredibly rudimentary. It kind of fawns over you like a puppy,
Aw.
albeit slightly simpler. It's a digital puppy that kind of falls over and shows you its belly at the slightest hint of you calling it a good boy.
Cool. I'll be on Radio Earbud with the hacker community as well. So if the passcard, whatever reason doesn't work when we try to get in, you can hopefully do something.
Yeah, we can try.
Cool.
So are you going to be the one on site to initiate the second level transfer protocol?
Yeah, basically I'm going to be in the room making sure nothing goes wrong, and I'm going to give them the cue to start stealing the money.
Okie dokie.
And if necessary, find a way to sort of cause a distraction or a delay.
Claire and Claire?
So we've got the key. We can do it remotely.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to do at the same time?
As long as you've got someone on site to tell you when to go, that's good. You've got getaway vehicle planned, so that's good. What else might you need?
We might need to be in the security system to get him out fast if we need to. Because if anyone recognises him or decides he's suspicious, he's potentially going to need to run for it.
Okay, so what do you want to do to get control of the security system?
I'd just like to kind of sit on it, I guess. Just have an access, have an in ready and waiting just in case.
Type really quickly with a piece of pizza hanging out of your mouth.
The old ways.
Oh, you want pizza?
Donut, but pizza
Sorry.
will do.
I've got donuts and bacon sandwiches.
That'll do.
See, if this were an American game, it would be the same thing.
I was thinking maybe you could combine the two. And then I thought, no, that is a stupid idea. Let's not do that.
Find a little bit of heart disease for breakfast.
Well, yeah.
Well, full English then, if I'm doing it properly.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So, a hacking roll from the elite hacking squad to gain access to the security system.
I think you'll find that's elite hack souls.
Yes, that's the one. So that's
Lead spelled 1337.
Yeah.
Yeah. HAXX.
No, it's not an A, it's a 4.
It's a 4. Oh, God, it's changed since my day.
1, 2, 3 from you.
I've got to make my thing bigger.
Re-roll that 10 or?
Yes, that's a good point.
I'm just chucking stuff everywhere. Don't mind me.
Okay.
That adds to the hacking montage feel.
Because I've got 3 screens. I'm trying to figure out where my mouse has gone. I'm like,
oh, I want more screens now.
I only have one. I could do with at least 2.
I might get the other mouse out, then I'll have 2 mice.
Mouses.
right.
I believe the plural of computer mouse is mouses.
No, it's my.
It is.
And
'Cause it is
Dave is the Muerto man, so he would know.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, so we got
5.
4,
Nice.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes in total to hack the system. I suppose you guys have been in and out of this system so many times now that you've kind of learned poor old Ty Reid's security algorithms, and you just breeze through them.
You appear to be wearing their IT system like a mask.
Hello. Yes. Please enter your password.
I am IT.
Thank you very much.
That was incorrect.
Your password
So
is
yes,
now mine.
you squat inside every single system in the building, pushing what facilities you have. You effectively open up everything they have. You've got access to the lights, to fire suppression, to alarm systems. You could turn off the cooking fans in the bloody kitchen if you wanted to.
That sounds
Okay.
handy.
That might be a very gentle way of making people leave, mightn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you turn off
Host.
the extractor fans in the kitchen, they're likely to set up an alarm, because that's quite a neat. Yeah.
It's quite
Not
a
if we
subtle
told
way
it to
do
stop.
No, set off an alarm. like specifically.
Or you could just set off the alarm.
As a distraction.
Yeah, but an alarm that's specifically coming from the kitchen is less suspicious than an alarm.
It will be much easier for the fire brigade to track to a faulty wiring in the kitchen rather than somebody penetrated your system.
Imagine that.
Because that would never happen.
No. Rock
Not
solid
the level of
stuff.
security they've got.
Have we seen anything interesting on Tycam? Because we bugged his apartment.
You did. Oh, you did. You did bug his apartment. That's right. He's been quite dull. He's been repairing his server. Once he got that back up and running, he was accessing remotely for all of the stuff at Caton Holdings and Investments, making sure that everything was secure there. He has, let's find it. Give me access to the DICE computer.
I can't let you do that, Dave.
Sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
Okay, so he has spent a lot of time on his computer. I suppose, Claire and Claire, you guys would notice that he is running high-level security diagnostics and programming, but he doesn't appear to have caught wind of you.
Okay. Did he sort out that terrible mess in his apartment?
He has done, yes.
Oh, it's terrible when that happens, isn't it? When your tech blows up for no reason.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Such a
No,
nuisance.
nothing. He didn't have any diamonds, though. It was less satisfying. It was a bit satisfying, though.
Right, so there you go. You've got everything in play. You're ready to go.
Yes. Junior?
Yeah?
Do you remember all those horrible sites we went to with the icky tendril things and the dodecahedrons of doom? That we were going to tell someone in authority about once we'd done our little heist?
Doesn't ring a bell.
No? All right, never mind.
What about them?
Well, I was just wondering whether we wanted to tee up some sort of automated info drop kind of thing. You can see Ray's brain is almost visibly overheating at this point because this is big thoughts for him.
In case we can't tell anyone about it.
Yeah, just in case the plan going horribly wrong is really, really horrible.
Yes.
A kind of dead man drop, although I didn't want to use that word.
Yeah, we could just get an electronic message sent in the event that we don't turn it off by a certain time.
Yes, I'll give you an email address, which should be used very, very carefully through as many blind alleys and reroutes. I want this to be coming from, I don't know, Timbuktu.
Okay.
According to the computers. It's this.
Sure.
Probably a string of hexadecimal characters at another string of hexadecimal characters. Dot something you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Got some symbols that do not appear on the keyboard.
We have the codes for those. It's fine.
You have to press Control, Shift, Alt, and use your tongue on the Y button. Get this character.
So, what are you writing about the fleshy?
Someone was going to go there.
Fleshy membranes.
There we go.
Someone had to go there.
Marvelous. Says the
anonymous message to draw your attention to several places of extremely toxic reality deviation. Talking class 3 to rising to 3A at this and this location. Suggest they be sanitized as thoroughly as possible.
Yeah, it's not Warhammer 40k, Claire.
Send in the drop pods.
Heretics.
Burn the planet.
Right, so you've got your dead drop. You've got your clever disguise. Have you got a role yet for what Dave's going to be doing when he gets there? Or are you just going to walk in and bluff it?
He's going to be
What
confusing
about-
and
so
complicated.
I'm wondering about just being as anonymous as possible. So if I'm just walking around with a clipboard, nobody will pay any attention. So I've already got Arcane 2. I'm going to seek to control my own aura, so it seems dull and uninteresting.
You're beigifying.
Yeah.
By me. Ooh,
I'm going
nice.
to suppress my avatar so that somebody looking at my aura cannot see that I am a magical person. Which is, I just have to look it up to remind myself. Spirit 2, Mind 1.
Get into them conjunctional spheres.
Just
there you go.
squeak that in.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm going to top up my arcane with it's just going to be a kind of I belong, I'm uninteresting, I'm not really worth commenting on. I'm supposed to be here. It's not really worth your trouble thinking about me kind of aura.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
All right, then.
Oh,
Ooh, look at that.
so you're all set.
Right, where's
Nice.
Junior gone? Who's this boring bloke?
Just checking the tower.
Seems to be working.
Right, you get a ping on your system. Ali Bay Blue Haze leaving the hotel.
Cool.
Right, shall we roll
Let's go.
to the van? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's just outside. I'm making noises with my face again.
So you make it to the van, you drive short distance through London to the offices of Caton Holdings and Investments.
I'm going
It's quite a
to
nice
park
day.
round the back this time.
Surprisingly clement weather.
Oh, that's suspicious.
Not too many clouds in the sky, and the ones that are there are little fluffy white ones. So it's not looking too shabby.
Right. Well, I will head up to the pass card barrier and swipe my pass card.
It beeps you through.
Excellent.
We've all got little headsets, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
No nerds.
Good luck, Jonathan.
And glasses.
Even just little earbud ones if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a specific location for a man? Is he here yet, or is he on his way?
Ooh,
What's the
Ali.
location in the meeting
Hassan.
invite?
Say again?
Is there a location for the meeting and the meeting invite in the calendar?
Yes, it was in that meeting room that you went into the night before.
Oh, yeah.
Big meeting room with the magic plates in it. I
Yes.
still don't like those magic plates, but never mind.
Right. Yeah. Where is Hassan at the moment? Is he close?
He is pulling up as you're walking round to the front of the building.
Cool. So I'm going to stand in the presumably behind the pass card barrier. There's like another bit of the lobby before you get to the lifts.
Yeah.
So I just stand to one side with my phone cocked under my ear and like some bits of paper in front of me, going, "Yep, I'm coming up right now. I'll try and sort all this out. I don't know what happened there. There's been some kind of confusion." And just kind of vamp like that until they come in, and then I'm just going to very naturally step in behind their group as though I'm not even joining their group. We just happen to be going the same way. And
Yep. So Ali Bayoglu comes in. He's got 2 of his security guards and is walking with Beverly Keane, who you remember is the PA of Damien Kindler, who's sort of ushering him towards one of the lifts, waves him in, stops a couple of other people from coming in, but ignores you completely.
Cool. We're working on the basis that by the time we get up to the 3rd floor, they'll assume I am part of their group.
Lift goes up a couple of floors, ding, reaches the 3rd floor. She's sort of speaking platitudes of welcoming and so glad you could be here and all the kind of pleasant, polite non-speech that you make to make somebody feel at home when they're giving you an enormous sack full of cash.
Excellent.
Coming out in the lobby on the 3rd floor, there are, actually, make a perception awareness check. Let's see if you do notice the gentleman.
Difficulty?
Does arcane add to difficulty? Or is that the number of successes you need to beat?
I can't remember. I think you can use it either way.
We'll do it with number of successes needed to beat. So its difficulty is 6.
That is not enough.
No, there's a pot plant. Sofa, some chairs, little coffee table. There's some magazines on the. Oh, hey, you don't think you read that one? Anyway, yeah, going into the meeting room, which is definitely a thing. So Kindler is waiting for them outside the meeting room, and there's the handshaking and the greetings, and then he opens the door and like waves Ali Bayoglu into the meeting room ahead of him. Goes in after him. The security guys, one goes in with him, one stays at the door. And then inside the room, you've got Kindler, Ali Bayoglu, one of Ali Bayoglu's security guards, you, and somebody from legal services.
Cool. Does the earbud have like a button, if I tap it twice it beeps kind of thing?
Up to Claire. She made them.
Yeah, why not?
Cool.
Kind of smashed it on the making it of them, so. The gigantic red button that sticks out of your ear. Like an old arcade machine from the 90s.
Makes your eyes light up and everything.
You don't know what you're trying to signal, though.
We haven't established any kind of code.
We haven't established a protocol.
Do we have any kind of eyes? I mean,
yeah, we have these glasses, so I'm assuming you're using the glasses, no?
You mentioned them to start with.
I'm not going to verbalize at the point when they start like plugging in the device.
No.
Are you wearing the glasses though?
Are you going to give us a heads up?
The room's probably going to be quite quiet. So at the moment they'll start using the device, they plug it in, start the transaction. I'll tap twice.
Okay.
Give you a beep.
Cool.
If things go wrong, I'll just shout things are going wrong. And
the signal is.
Okay.
Help, I'm being repressed. Right.
Right. Watching for a sign. We'll know what the sign is.
It's when he comes flying out of the window in his hail of broken glass.
Oh, I didn't know Junior could fly. That's clever.
Turns out neither did he.
Oh dear.
Right, so Kindler says, yeah, I've got a gift for you. One of my guys told me that you were a collector of these rare artifacts, so I've managed to pick this up for you. And he hands in the box that's got those plates in, and Ali Bayoglu is like, oh no, I can't accept it, I can't accept it. And he said, no, please, you have to accept it. We're doing business. It's important that I give you this gift. And so Ali Bayoglu accepts the gift and opens it up, and inside there's the metal etched tablets that you saw, the antique ones. And he does seem quite impressed. Oh, this is a very, very noble gift you've given me. And he takes a watch off his wrist and says, please take this, and hands his watch to Kindler, who tries to no, but Ali Burgley kind of forces this watch on him, so he takes it and puts it on, takes his own watch off, puts it in his pocket. A big clunky gold effort.
They exchanged gifts yet?
Yeah.
Have they exchanged tea? Junior, are you there?
There's no tea.
No tea. Right. They're not down at the serious bit yet then. That's all right.
I'm going to peek
There'll have to
through-
be coffee.
I'm going to peek into Spirit. 2 successes.
Okay. It's a horror show.
Rolling
Over
ball
there.
of darkness. Yeah.
You've got Kindler, who, while he's not like a particularly spiritually bad person, he's not exactly the nicest person in the world either. He's got very little imprint on the sort of spiritual landscape there. He kind of blends in with the room and the building, but the security guard and Ali Bayoglu are just these roiling, tentacly masses of non-Euclidean horror.
Okay. I like my horror Euclidean.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Right number of angles and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some strange geometries going on here.
Would you say they're many angled?
There's a fair few angles. Yeah, they have at least 4. So yes, the security guard looks like the 2 guys that you fought in the basement. He's kind of a big hulking mass, whereas Ali Bayoglu himself is he's got sort of tentacles and tendrils coming out from behind him, almost like he's some kind of gigantic octobeast, and his tongue in the spirit world sort of lolls out of his mouth as this long and disgusting thing dripping saliva. The 2 tablets that you can see are resonating with him as well. Like, as he's got them there in front of him, you can see that there's a kind of spiritual echo between the 2, and it's bolstering him in some way.
Right, that's good.
Ray. I'm going with kittens now.
Beverly Keane comes back in with a little hospitality trolley. You can see somebody from the kitchen's being sent away outside rather than bring the trolley in. And there's teas and coffees and biscuits, pastries on the tray. And so she puts it all on the table, smiles, and walks back out again.
Showtime.
Yeah, there's pastries and everything. Means business.
Thus far, they're kind
Places
of making
tech
sort of
ninjas.
polite small talk still, but you can see that they're gearing up, and Ali Bayoglu beckons his security guard over after about 15 minutes of chit chat. He comes over and hands him the box, the Ray box. Takes the handcuff off his hand, opens it up, pulls out the USB crypto key, hands it to Ali Bayoglu.
Hands on the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get out of the van at this point to make sure there's nothing funny going on outside.
As you get out of the van, someone comes limping over towards you wearing like an NCP attendance uniform. No, I was talking, it wouldn't be NCP, it'd be London Traffic Control, wouldn't it? Oi!
Yes.
Oi, you can't park that there.
Oh, sorry, mate. Why not?
Restricted parking, you can't put that there.
Oh, I was told to park it here.
No, you're going to have to move it. Can you make a perception and alertness check?
Oh,
please,
yes.
Mr. Van Horn.
Is it eyesight based?
It is eyesight based.
Oh, thank you. Perception and alertness, was that it?
Yep.
You did say those words, and then I immediately forgot them.
So eyesight works as would any kind of military specialization.
my special eyes of the eagle, which means anything over a 4 is a
Holy
success.
cats. So
Sweet.
that's all successes
That's
and
all.
2
See
more
all
dice.
of the things.
Yeah, that's all you
Yes.
want.
Making up for that last week.
I see the moon. Do I keep going?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we could probably safely stop at 9 successes.
Oh, no, we should have stopped.
All right, that's okay. 9 successes remain, and that's just outrageous. Something is off about this traffic warden fella. His uniform fits.
But his skin doesn't.
You look a bit like that Turkish boy that was sat outside the cafe.
In your experience, traffic warden uniforms rarely fit. They're always a little bit too big or a little bit too small because they're kind of given out. Whereas this one looks like it's been impeccably tailored to fit in perfectly. He's also equipped wrong for a traffic warden. He's got
A gun.
an extendable truncheon, but he has got a taser as well.
Hmm.
And the way he's carrying himself is a very military bearing. This is someone who knows how to handle himself. The limp, you can also see, is being put on. It's that exact kind of fake limp that you do when you want someone to think you've got a limp, so you just turn your foot out to the side so it makes you walk a bit funny.
The Kaiser shows a limp, yes.
Yeah. He is sending off a vibe that says not actually traffic warden. So I'm going to ask you to roll initiative, which is 1d10, and then add your dex and wits.
Oh, all right. Dex and wits. Oh, well, that could be worse, couldn't it?
He thinks he's got the drop on you.
I think he might be wrong.
He's wrong. Deeply wrong. And you can
roll
see
20.
as he closes that he is reaching round behind him for something.
Oh, is
And he
now?
gets close enough to engage, but because he thinks he's got the drop on you, you've actually got the drop on him. What do you wish to do?
I would. Now, ordinarily I'd lamp him, but he seems to have training, so that might not work. And my brawl is woeful compared to everything else. Can I make his taser explode? Can I release all of that that fettered energy right into his groin?
Ooh. You could certainly give it a go. Let's have a forces roll. Difficulty is only 6 because this is coincidental magic, because he has got a taser near his crotch.
Yeah, exactly.
In a couple of minutes, me and Sweet Pig, I'm like, did you get bacon sandwiches?
Not exactly. No.
Sausage in a bun.
What am I rolling? Just two? 2d10? What am I doing?
He rolled your arete.
Oh,
Should be 3d10.
My massive amounts of arete. Here we go. I'm not looking.
You can look.
Oh, okay. All right.
That is 2 successes. You sort of reach out and put your hand on his taser as he closes with you. And as you put your hand on it, you discharge the entire charge from it directly into his nuts.
Oh, dear.
His eyes kind of go wide.
I hate traffic wardens.
Well, he's not a traffic warden, so, he's masquerading as an officer of the law, and that is wrong.
There is a smell of burning flesh in the air.
Does he go down like a sack of spuds?
No, sadly, he
That's
does not go down like a sack
disappointing.
of spuds. You have clearly hurt him, but how impaired he is a different, story. He, in turn, reaches back around with a knife in his hand that was
He's got a
hidden behind him
knife.
and tries to shank you with it. 1, 2, 3 successes, so he does.
Ew.
Ugh.
Yeah, Roll20 does like you today. Please take
Yay!
2 points of lethal damage
Lethal. Oh God!
as
lethal
his
again.
blade kind of scores across your belly as you tase him and push him back.
Ow! I like that shirt.
Your go.
Well, I think I've used up all my tricks, haven't I?
Can we hear any of this in the van?
Yeah, is there kerfuffle?
Make a perception alertness check, and we'll see if you can hear a kerfuffle. You're in a van with lots of electronics, and you're listening to Junior on the radio.
2.
Aw.
Ooh,
Yes, you do both hear some kind of scuffle outside.
thumping and bonging and
We should poke our heads out.
Do you think he's all right? Yeah.
So you
Doesn't
poke your
sound
head
it.
out the window, Sweet Pea, and you can see that Ray is in some kind of fist fight with a traffic warden.
an altercation.
He's got a
Traffic
knife.
warden.
Right. Okay. I think
Can
I
I
think he might
grab?
need some help.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
I
looks like it.
light-fingeredly grab his truncheon? I knew it as soon as I said it.
Crispy
It's
truncheon
like-
at this point.
Oh, I could just punch him in his crispy truncheon. No,
And we're back at sausage in a bun. It will be
well-fitting suit.
let me think.
I haven't got my
Dex.
shotgun. I haven't got my crowbar. So
No,
Are they
but
in
one
the
of the,
van?
someone could hand me my crowbar or my shotgun, for that matter. It's
Oh,
very
yeah.
loud. Early
make a
morning.
Dex and Streetwise roll to try and pinch
I was
his
hoping you'd say
truncheon.
that. Oh, pinch his truncheon. No, I want to take his truncheon.
Grasp it firmly.
It's mixed.
The one cancels the 10,
Yeah.
but you've got specialization for your swift fingers, so you can either ignore the one or, well, if you ignore the one, you can re-roll the 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, plus 1.
Hang on, I can just do the up thing, can't I? No.
So 5 successes. You've already battered his
Crispy sausage.
crispy sausage.
Is that a hacking system?
It's a battered
Taser.
sausage now.
You have batted his taser, which gives you access to the pocket that's got the extending baton on, and you go and pop it out, ready for action.
Here we go. Lovely.
It's not better. It's
Oh,
not getting better.
Oh, it's a long one, this one.
Has he still got his knife?
Yes,
Can I try and teleport it away from him?
Oh, thank you, Sweet Pea.
you can give it a go.
What am I using? Matter, correspondence, say, arete.
I really want him not to notice as well. Stabby. Oh, it's not working.
What's difficulty?
9 will be a success. You probably won't get it to teleport all the way to you, so you managed to get a pattern lock on it with your device. And it disappears out of his hand. It dematerializes, but it doesn't make it all the way to the van, so it just reappears on the floor next to him.
Cool.
Still good.
You have temporarily disarmed him, though.
Thank you.
Right. He was going to try and stab you then, but he can't now.
Can I have a little look into the spirit realm at this point, just to see what
Yes,
he...
you can. So he is instead going to nut you.
Oh, sorry. Not sure if that's better or worse.
Which he does successfully. You take 3 points of bashing damage to the face. Yes, you
my
can soak
beautiful
that.
face, my rugged good looks, and my broken nose already. What am I rolling to soak?
You're rolling stamina to
Stamina.
soak.
Okay. Yay.
You do not soak.
No, I don't, do I?
Well, your t-shirt does, but it soaks up the blood
Yeah.
from your nose.
Oh! I had that broken professionally. Thank you very much.
Oh, he's a professional. Don't worry.
Oh, fair enough. All right, carry on.
You'll go. Remember 3 bashing.
Yeah. Yes. Ooh, that means I'm becoming less useful again.
Can I see what he looks like in the spirit realm?
Yes, in the spirit realm, he is. Remember the Ali Bayoglu thug? Spirit realm echoes. He's not like that. He's smaller, more compact. So instead of like big, ugly, gross Venom symbiote, it's more like a black suit Spider-Man sized symbiote. He's clearly, he looks like a man in the peak of physical health in the spirit world, only completely covered in this sort of luminescent black sheen, like oil-like consistency, glistening ever so slightly. Moistly.
There we go. All
right, Ray, what are you going to do?
If I try and do anything fancy, it's going to take me time to charge it up, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm just going to hit him then.
Seems fair.
I hit him with me truncheon. Well, his truncheon. I'm going to hit him in the truncheon with his truncheon.
Well then, Dex and melee.
But I need to start taking things off because I've taken damage.
Yes, should be about -2, I believe.
Yep, sadly. Yes, I might spend a point of willpower just to be on the safe side. Hey, there we go.
Good job you played on the safe side. You get a success to hit him with his truncheon. So roll strength +2. That's not got a penalty.
Oh, good. I have noodly arms. Doing, doing, doing.
Oh. He is looking decidedly worse for wear.
Oh, go for that.
Your focusing of the attacks on that particular location has made it difficult for him to stand and move, but he still seems to be kind of going for it with you.
Somebody find my gun, please.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm going to grab the gun and throw it at Ray.
Don't hit him. Here's your gun, punk.
Oh.
I can try and shoot it, but my firearm skill is not very good.
Right,
Don't hit Ray.
I'd rather just hang
mouth.
on to it. Oh, maybe shoot him.
And exhales something at your face.
That's nice, isn't it?
Like a caustic black venom spits out of his mouth into your face. Or does it? Let's find out.
This is very intimate.
He misses your face.
My beautiful face.
The venom, as it hits the tarmac next to you, fizzes and bubbles like it was horribly acidic. Getting that in your eyes wouldn't have been fun.
Mate, you want to get that looked at.
Son, you got a condition.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll deal with it.
Right, Sweet Pea, could you make a Dex Athletics roll?
Mm-hmm.
It's great. All you got to do is not screw it up and you won't hit Ray with his own gun.
That's athletics. Okay, let's go for that.
Many ones, it blows my head off.
Yes!
Hey!
On the contrary, you catch it like... I've forgotten the dude's name out of Evil Dead now.
Oh, yeah. Him.
Yeah, this is your boomstick. Ash, there we go. This is your boomstick. You just kind of catch it.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
It is, however, a shotgun
Yeah.
on the streets of London.
That's why, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I didn't throw it before.
I was going to try and take him down quietly, and then he breathed on me.
Okay, it's your go.
I'm going to shoot him in the head.
Okay.
Right, enough of this.
You want a cushion or something? Does that work?
If you could quickly teleport me a cushion, that would be fine. Otherwise,
Let me just pop it in the matter dematerializer.
I could change something else. I could change the baton into a cushion, maybe.
What you could do, sound is a force.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe I could absorb the sound.
You can transfer force of one kind into another. So it would mean foregoing shooting him this round so that the boom from the gun was transferred into more kinetic punch or fire or something like that.
I like more kinetic punch. All right.
So don't shoot him, roll your arete instead.
Oh, God. Not my favourite role.
However,
I'll take that then.
You have just invented the world's first suppressed shotgun.
Suppressed and enhanced, I think you'll find.
Nice.
Right, he is going to take a
There's some kind of bonus for that particular role.
Yeah.
I feel there should be.
If we were playing in Nominee,
my tail starts to show.
Right, he swipes at you with a clawed hand.
Now he's got claws.
A minute ago, but now he has.
I'm definitely shooting this piece of crap. Go on then.
Oh, for crying out loud. He does no damage to you.
Do you want to re-roll, Ben?
He's having a bad day.
Seriously, this guy rolled 6 dice, and the biggest number he got was a 6, and there were 2 1s.
Oh.
Thank you. Roll 20.
He swipes at you with these razor-sharp claws, and as you're sort of rocking back with the shotgun to cock it, his hand misses you, going straight for the guts, misses them completely.
I felt the wind.
You
Sorry,
did.
I wasn't looking.
You felt the wind of that pass. However, pass it did, and you remain unharmed. Commence the shooting.
Oh, is it time for the shooting? All right.
Dex and firearms.
All right. Take off my 2 and pray. I might spend another point of willpower.
Now's the time to spend them if you've got them.
Just to be on the safe side. Cause
Right. 1, 2,
3.
Yeah, 3
Right.
successes plus your willpower is 4. No, because the 1 and the 10 cancel out. 1, 2, 3 successes. 3 successes to hit him. So strength plus 4 dice plus the 3 dice of absorbed sound redirected. So strength plus 7.
Yep.
Of pure kinetic power.
Oh. In the nuts, obviously. Oh, this is crap.
That is pretty crap, actually.
Deeply disappointing.
That is deeply disappointing. However, you blow a hole where once his truncheon was.
Oh.
Utterly silently. Bits of him, leap backwards over 100 feet and plop wetly to the ground as he goes down.
That's
like
messy.
A sack of potatoes.
There we go. Should have done that the first round, mate.
You do now have a man dressed as a traffic warden bleeding out on the road in central London in front of you.
Yeah, that one's going to care.
A shotgun.
It's a traffic warden. I'll put the shotgun away. But other than that, I don't think anyone's going to be bothered.
I'm going to zip back to the screens and check that nothing's gone haywire.
Okay, this has all
else.
happened in a space of a few seconds. What are you doing with the body?
3P, how big a thing can you teleport?
Not a body, I don't
Not that big. All right. Manhole cover. Stick him under the van.
Gonna move the van over his body.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You can't park it there. No, wait, it's can. Look,
Roll him off
You want
the
to see what happened to the
curb
last
under the
traffic
van.
warden that told me that?
just reverse a little bit? Let me educate you in why it's not a good idea to give me a ticket.
Bless you.
To his credit, it's just changed from being a target of a life effect to a target of a matter effect.
Yeah. So you can now affect him with matter. But he's a bit big for you to teleport.
Can I
Like
turn
turn
him into something else?
He's not alive anymore.
But can I turn him into something else if it's a matter?
Oh, now that's an interesting thought.
Basic transmutation.
Basic transmutation. You could transmute what he is into
Hello.
its component parts.
Sausages.
Water.
Why not?
It's a theme.
Sorry, I was teaching chemistry today. I'm thinking, yeah, you could break down organic molecules into carbon dioxide and water. That's entirely possible. And you went with sausages.
This is Ray,
Okay.
after all.
This is Ray.
All this smell of ham is making me hungry. No, I'm going to eat him because that's wrong as well.
Sweet Pea, you're going to help him with this transmutation.
Yeah.
So if both of you want to roll your arete.
Oh, happily. Whee!
Oh, what are you doing, Ray?
What he's doing is he's cancelling your success. How many points of paradox have you currently got?
Just the one.
Oh, now you've got another 2.
Okay. Sorry. I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, which is probably why you smell of sausages.
I'm going to leave it to you. We could just put him under the van, just saying.
It's going to be bloodstains, right?
Up in the conference room.
Okay.
It looks like they're getting ready to move up to the server room.
Anyone that looks at me, I kind of look the other way or give a very small, tight smile, like someone who's very minor who doesn't really want to be here. All right.
Okay, so you walk out into the little lobby area again, where all of a sudden 2 gentlemen that you hadn't noticed before just kind of appear out of the lobby area with their hands up towards you going, all right, back up. You can't be there, mate.
To me?
Yes, they do appear to have noticed you.
Oh.
One of them keeps shaking his head and squinting to be sure that he's definitely seeing you. So your effect is working, but somehow they're seeing through it.
I guess I will reinforce it. I'll be like, I'm not sure what's wrong here, but if I don't go and help out, there's going to be trouble. Want mine 3 or mine 2? Oh, yeah.
You actually want a combination mind spirit effect.
Cool.
Because you're having to push past more than one mind effectively.
Yeah.
There is like a spiritual.
Oh. That would be a botch.
Yes, it would. So there's a point of paradox and a nosebleed for you.
Cool.
And these 2 large gentlemen that seem to have somewhat of a military bearing kind of grab your arms while Damien quickly ushers Ali Bayoglu into the lift.
So, hey,
go to the IT floor.
Play football?
They wrestle you to the ground, arms behind your back, and then they cable tie you.
Right.
Tiana, you notice this
over
the comms while it's happening.
Sweet Pea. They've got Junior. They've realised. We're going to have to be on the systems.
Oh, I'm muted. Okay.
Right, bear with me a second. I must quickly pop to the little GM's room. I will return momentarily. If anybody needs a comfort break, now would be a great time. We will be back with you momentarily, viewers.
Yes, please hold. Your viewing is important to us. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the re-roll.
Rerolls are awesome.
Rerolls are awesome. I may spend it turning a traffic warden into sausages.
That's the best use for it, clearly.
Absolutely.
Back in a moment.
Oh.
I realise I've also been terribly remiss and I haven't been checking in on what's going on Twitch. My word,
Twitch,
it's very busy.
Got a re-roll.
I feel bad now for Twitch.
What happened to Twitch?
Oh, I just haven't checked on it for ages. Oh, please forever. This is my favourite show on Garblag and favourite player.
I
wonder who the favourite player is.
It's me.
No, it can't be you.
It's got to be me.
Smoothly Moves is subscribed. Ben's on TV for the second time today. Yes, thanks for that. His lesson got interrupted by me being carried in on a laptop with the person carrying me going, beep boop, it's robot Crossley.
Excellent. That's what you want.
Came in totally at the wrong moment there.
Beep boop, it's robot Crossley. No, I think it's the right
moment. Thank you, Please Forever, for that little breakdown of what you like about the show.
I was enjoying
It's the players who are talking and discussing and planning, and Ben just sits and listens, and then one of them will say, I do something, and he just tells you what they find. Good. So it's not me making people go down a little railroady thing.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Thank you very much. We appreciate.
I've got a re-roll, so I'd like to turn the traffic warden into sausages, please.
I bet at least 2 of the players have played live roleplay before. I think you need to go better than 2. He's guessed Claire and Auden and has left out Claire and Dave, who are also LARPers.
I have
Auden,
not
have you ever LARPed? Auden
no,
has not
I
LARPed.
have never LARPed.
But
Really?
the rest of us have.
Really?
Yep, I've LARPed with Dave and Sweet Pea Claire at Curious Pastimes, and I've LARPed with Tiana Claire at Empire and Age of Seekers LARP. Do we do others as well, or was it just those?
Maelstrom, wasn't it?
I don't remember if I ever went to Maelfroth. I don't think I did.
Mm.
I think Empire was my first PD.
No, you and your lovely lady wife had revoltingly fancy characters. I believe there was a wig involved.
Ooh,
There were many wigs involved.
good. Good.
I think
We
you'll
like a
find
good
I
wig.
pioneered the trend of not wearing wigs anymore. I was told I could play a count because they had a count. What they didn't tell me was that the count was the highest ranked person in the faction. So I rucked up as a count, and all of a sudden everybody had to start deferring to this total newbie with no skills.
Yay.
Nothing quite like being an effete French nobleman. But yes, we like a bit of LARPing. It's been a while. It's been even longer for me. I don't think I've done any LARPing since I was running Age of Seekers now.
Done any LARPing since probably March. Although I've been doing it online or making videos and stuff for it.
Yeah, somebody's been running like an online LARP, haven't they? With like a radio station thing.
Oh, cool.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
Right, Ray, while you're there, do you want to
Hello.
redo your sausagizing roll?
See if I can not totally muck up what Sweet Pea was trying to do. Oh, come on, roll 20. Come on, 3 ones. 3 ones. Does this mean I can take off the 2 points of paradox?
Yes, it would actually.
Got 1 success. And no
1,
ones
2,
this time.
3. So 3 successes to make Mr. Shouty be sausages.
Sausage.
5 bonus points if you can tell me what the origin of that comment was.
What Mr. Shouty be sausages?
It's a quote. It's not my original work.
This is my blank face.
It's Neil Gaiman, Sandman series. When death is given the key to hell, Cain and Abel put on a sideshow to entertain all of the ambassadors. And the ambassador from Chaos is a small girl. And Cain turns Abel into a string of sausages. And the little girl from Chaos says, "Did Mr. Shouty really be sausages?"
Turned into suggests something kind of magical.
All right, he puts him through a mincing and sausagizing machine.
Right. Okay. I was thinking more of a transmutation.
No, he minced him, put him in
makes
sausage casings.
sausages out of it. All right.
It performs the sawing a person in half trick without a trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no trick.
The
He
trick
just saws his
is
brother
there
in
is
half.
no trick.
Getting a bit Sweeney Todd around here. Are we in the right area of London at the moment?
The relationship between Cain and
Really?
Abel in Gaiman's Sandman series is an interesting one, because while they're brothers, and Cain kills Abel at least once a day,
Oh yeah.
and Abel just keeps getting better. Right. Anyway, so using your
What were we
reroll,
doing?
you have sausagized the gentleman on the floor
Yes.
into a mass of greasy-looking sausage links, uncooked.
And greasy, nice.
You're not sure how much you would trust the provenance of them were you to cook them up. You wouldn't guarantee that they're made of pork.
No. I wasn't
Possibly
intending
long
on.
pig.
I wasn't
I don't think
intending
we'll
on
try
eating
'em.
them. I don't think we should.
I'd be less worried about the meat and more worried about the maggots and putrescence.
The
Just
horrible corruption from the Bane infestation.
the badness within. Yeah.
Presumably, in absence of sausage casing, there's maybe a fleshy membrane of some sort.
There we go.
Sausage casing is a fleshy membrane.
Thank you, Tiana.
Welcome.
Now,
How's
fleshy
the
membrane
heist
brings us
going? Is
back
Junior all
on
right?
track. Junior is not all right. He is being held down by 2 strong men. Tiana's
Can I close my
well.
window because it sounds like there's Niagara Falls out there. Hold on.
Nice. We had that about 2 hours ago.
Unexpected. Yeah.
It's dry here. I
Hopefully,
guess
we've
it's
got it
moving
to look
north.
forward to.
Looks dry. Map the weather across the country.
Steady on. We're getting very British here.
I say.
So what are we going to do to help him? Should we set an alarm off or something? Try and
Uh,
distract them? Or
I think
put
you
that-
should set an alarm off. I'm going to go in with these sausage nunchucks and make some mischief.
How are we going to still try stealing the money?
Ooh.
At that point, Sweet Pea,
You've got remote access to the server, so
I
You don't
refer
have
you
to have a
back
physical
to
presence.
episode 1. Your screen starts flashing red. There's a counter hack in progress. Someone is trying to revenge hack the system. There is shenanigans going on. Whatever is happening on your end, somebody is trying to push back from the other end. The system is now fighting you. There's red writing and flashy things on the screen.
Right, Gertrude, get ready.
surf's up.
Right. Are they still physically holding me? They're sort of literally.
They once the lift door is closed and Ali Bayoglu and Kindler have gone, they sort of hoik you up and take you to another lift and start riding the lift down to a level that you weren't familiar with this place having.
So, where are we going, fellas?
Basement.
Can I see where he is on the?
He's in the lift, but you can only see that through his glasses because you're monitoring the HIMCOM, whilst Sweet Pea is frantically trying to deal with the counter hack that's being done on your system.
So it's not just a bit of the system; it's the system in general.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to get into the lift software to make
No,
it stop.
Caton Holdings and Investments has punitively thrust you out of their system.
Shit.
And is now trying to revenge push into yours.
Nope.
Ooh.
What dice roll is it to escape from zip tie on my wrists?
That would probably be a Dex and Streetwise.
Okay. Well, then I will.
Oh my god.
Oh, Claire.
Mutter a prayer to Anansi.
Yes.
You've got a success there, Claire.
Did I?
Yeah.
6. Okay.
The 10s cancel out the 1s and the 6 is left.
Would you like my reroll?
Wait, what are you rolling on? Was that in intelligence and computers?
Yeah.
Do you have specializations in either of those?
No.
Oh. Okay, well, you've got a success, so you're still in control of your workstation.
Okay.
But literally, you've been pushed right the way back. It's you, Gertrude, and the station right in front of you. Tiana, you've been shunted out of the systems for everything except watching what happened to Junior.
So, what's the difficulty for my Dex and Streetwise roll?
Only 6s, because it's only a zip tie.
Look at you.
You wriggle yourself out of the zip tie with the rotating motion.
I can try and do it sort of discreetly behind my back, so it's not obvious I'm doing it. Right. So I'm sure there's some kind of misunderstanding, fellas. No answer?
No.
Okay. Are they both standing like directly alongside me, slightly in front of me?
They're both standing side by side with you, so there's like a little row of 3 with you in the middle.
Right.
They don't seem to see you as much of a threat to them. So some of your disguise is holding up. Clearly, they're seeing you as some kind of businessman, just one who doesn't belong there.
Okay, I'm going to remain as I am, pretending my hand is still bound behind my back, and see where this goes.
Okay, Tiana, is there anything you want to do or attempt to do?
Can I try and get back into the system again? I'm not thinking sort of deep system, just maintenance. So
sort of
fire
surface
alarms,
area
lifts,
stuff.
Service areas, nothing. I don't want to get into the servers. I don't want to get into their actual network. I just want access to the facilities management bits.
Okay, well, you can start a pushback as well. So intelligence and computers. Oh, Claire, Gertrude can add 1 success to your hacking rolls for future reference. Get an automatic success from Gertrude supporting.
Cool.
Or helping.
So I was going to try and use Gertrude to do something like look at the network. So we're going to try and use some like correspondence and entropy together. somehow to try and locate where on the network this person or people are coming from, and then to affect their probability of being successful, or maybe just try and break down their hacking pattern or something.
Okay, go ahead. Boom, boom, boom. You already have a link. It's really easy to track that because you already have cameras set up in the location where it's happening. It's Ty Reed is running a counter hack against you. All of that him being harmless thing has suddenly turned out to be not quite as true as you thought it was. When you talk about pattern, though, there's something else that you notice. All of his hacks are deliberate and rote. So they're happening in kind of very, very set patterns and roles. There's an algorithmic nature to it.
Oh, like he's almost robotic in some way, or formulaic.
Strongly pattern influenced.
Okay.
But yes, almost robotic would be a good way of looking at it.
Can I tell Tiana what I'm going to tell Tiana what I can see and see if we can think of like blocking him in some way, because we essentially, I suppose, can see what he might be able to do what he might be doing next.
Right. Okay. So what is it that you want to do? Think hackers, think 80s, 90s movie computer battles over distance, really ham this up. Do you want, use silly buzzwords, please. Please make a gratifying experience for me.
I could crash you from here, kind of thing.
I can read you, Ty Reed.
I see you.
I see your pattern, and Chaos Angel is coming for you with her chaos.
Out come the attack gifts.
You've got one of those like black and green screens. Yeah. And so I can see pictures
little numbers going up and down.
Server stacks homing in on the exact brick that he's in, because that's how code works, right?
Yeah, throw a bit of Tron at this bad boy sooner or later.
What about the risk architecture? I'm pretty sure we need some risk architecture.
Oh, yeah,
nobody has mentioned risk architecture yet.
It's very foolish of them. How could they overlook such things?
If I block him, Sweet Pea, you can come around the side.
Yeah, I'll come in through the back door.
That's the one.
I'm gonna plant a worm in his core.
Hack the planet.
I'll hold the doors open. You be the Trojan.
I've got the horse. What's going on? What? Sorry, I lost the plot.
You lost the plot. They started shouting computerish at each other.
I've got sausages. No.
Do not throw sausages at my computer.
What's going on?
Both of you, let's have some hacking.
I can plug the pipeline
with the sausages.
With the sausages.
Okay, so I've got some hacking quotes now.
Okay.
Oh, we can see you, Ty Reed. The quieter you become, the more we're able to hear you.
So we got 5 successes on.
Can I re-roll that 10?
Yes. What were you trying to do? You were opening the door, weren't you?
So
you're launching an attack at his servers?
Not quite. I'm stopping what he's doing so Sweet Pea can get in.
Oh, right. So you're going to block him and then let her get access to the building still?
She can get access to whatever she likes, I hope, with a roll like that.
Because he's counter-hacking your systems directly.
Yeah, so basically
so
I'm
2, 3,
basically
4,
stopping
5.
what he's doing.
You got 6 successes. You push him out of the van systems.
Basically slamming the firewall shut and going, nope.
Reverses firewall, crashes stack.
Ice him from here.
Can you make an Arete roll as well while you're at it? Because there's something about the hack style that you might recognise.
Got a reroll.
Just rolled it yet?
No.
Hey.
Hey!
Hack pixies.
You have seen this before. This is a pattern hack that he's using. It's of the spirit of pattern itself. So in the same way
would
that
explain the pattern spiders in the
the Ali Beoglu guys are using Bane spirits, he is being or using pattern spiders in some way to affect his ability to work with the computer systems.
I'm going to chuck an ANCAP back through the network.
Chaos is the best way to fight back against these guys.
Rainbow poop incoming. Maybe. We'll see.
Right, Sweet Pea, you've got access to your systems again.
Okay. What do you need, Junior?
He was
We lost
heading.
contact with him.
He was heading down. I was hoping we might be able to stop the lift.
I'm gonna. Right, mine 2 times 2. I'm gonna. Well, mine 3 times 2. I'm gonna look at these guys backwards and forwards through their day, find out exactly what their orders are, what they're going to be doing to me, and what kind of decisions that they're likely to make when we get where we're going.
Okay, go for it.
I need information.
Difficulty is 8, though.
Why?
You will see if you are successful.
It'll-
You are successful. You are very successful. These men are Black Razor.
Oh.
They are security guards that have been retained by Kindler because he thinks that someone is following him or about to double cross him. He's quite paranoid.
He's not
So he's
paranoid.
retained the services of Black Razor security. These gentlemen work for Black Razor. They are the most recent iteration of Project Zenith. What they intend to do is take you downstairs and either throw you out the back door or brutally murder you, depending on the outcome of a few questions.
What are the questions?
What are you doing here? That kind of thing. They're planning on interrogating you to find out whether you harbour any ill intentions towards Mr. Kindler. They're not above using violence and torture to get their answers out of you. There is a future in which you are horribly tortured. There is a future in which you escape. Timelines are very variable right now. Because they're supernatural, they actually add weight to the flow of events.
I'm racked with incision. Right. I just wonder if we can turn this to advantage at all.
It's got mileage.
They're not going to be anywhere near what's going on upstairs. I'm not going to be able to convince them that I'm like their boss in some sneaky way.
Can I put a tannoy announcement out for you or something to try and convince them that you are genuine?
That's a thought.
Or give them the answers that you think they want.
Yeah.
If you can see
What answers do I think they want?
You looked into the future, didn't you? One of the futures has you convincing them that you are law enforcement. Undercover.
All right. I'm going to say, all right, bear with me. Kind of hoping that Swoopy gets that's addressed to or Swoopy and Tiano gets that's addressed to them.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, you're going to have to give me a moment here. If I very slowly move my hands, do you promise to listen to what I've got to tell you?
I'm going to ask you questions anyway. What have you got to say?
Nice.
Spare yourself a lot of trouble answering them now.
Right, I get my hands out from behind my back with the zip tie kind of dangling from one side. I carefully open my coat and point to my sidearm and go, I'm MI5. I'm here. I've got nothing to do with your boss. I'm here looking at Adeyoglu. He's potentially a security threat. If you want, I can give you my bead. You can talk to my controller. She's on the line right now. She can confirm my my agent number and answer any questions you might have.
MI5. You got any other ID?
I'm not going to
be carrying. No. He takes the bead. Hello? Sticks it in his ear. Hello?
This isn't Junior. What's going on?
You would have heard the whole exchange about being his MI5 handler.
Afternoon.
Your boy
Yeah.
claims he's MI5.
Uh-huh.
Can you confirm?
I can.
Going to need a code.
Hacking.
Would I have any kind of idea of what might be a sensible response for this?
There could be any number of codes that are appropriate. Unfortunately, there are, MI5 operate with a range of codes. They might have a code that they have with a terrorist organization, so that when that terrorist organization phones in a threat, they can tell that it's genuine and not a nut bar. They could have a code that's like their office code for the day, so that somebody would know that it's for real.
I'm going to read the guy's mind and try and figure out what code he's hoping to hear. Presumably, it's at the forefront of his mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still difficulty 8?
Yeah. This guy's mind is a blade, like the chap in the strip club.
Okay.
He is expecting the code Griffin.
Okay. Can I... I don't have any correspondence. Bugger.
I do. Can I make some kind of attempt to link with Jonathan?
Well, arguably, he has just had an earbud in.
Because I'm focusing quite heavily on him.
Yeah. Go on then, make an arete roll to see if you can get into his ear. You're basically using the earbud, only it's not in his ear anymore.
Yes.
Hey, good call for the roll as well. Calling your ear won't like it. Right, you can get a quick call and response.
What are you asking?
Hey, Macarena.
Any ideas on what he might be expecting?
Code Griffin.
Thank you. I shall vocalize Griffin.
All right, we'll let your man go.
Much appreciated.
Please
I'd be obliged
inform
if perhaps you would not quite so aggressive with him next time.
Black Razor have full clearance in this issue. It's been okayed at the highest level. Please feed this through channels.
Of course, I will do. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, they stop the lift at the ground floor.
Do they want any sausages?
Are you going in at that point with some sausages?
Someone's going to have to tell me, because I'm rushing towards the front door with a traffic warden's worth of sausages.
That's a lot of sausages.
That is a lot of sausages.
Kitchen delivery.
Security guard on the door is going to try and stop you going in with sausages. Like, mate, that's not where you deliver food, round the back. And that's not hygienic.
Whirling them around. What are you talking about? Oh, it's Dan, isn't it?
So you come out into the lobby to see that Ray has drawn a lot of attention, whirling sausages around and shouting. Sorry?
I've got my earbud back.
Yes, they give you back your earbud. There is definitely a distraction.
Right, can you fellas get me back into position? You've possibly screwed our operation.
All right, come on then. We'll get you up to the top floor. Who's got time? Dave's got time.
I've got time.
And time 1 comes with that time sense thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're probably needing to give them the go-ahead to initiate the money transfer.
I'll tap the bud 3 times, get the beat going.
Right. Let's do this.
Off we go then.
Right, who's running counter hack? Tiana's running counter hack, and Sweet Pea's running main hack then.
Yeah.
Okay, fire away, both of you.
Rerouting through Thailand. Coming right up.
Just using computers and intelligence. Yeah.
Oh,
You might want to use that reroll that you've got sat.
yeah. I was thinking that.
That's
Thank you very much for re-rolling, person.
That's a bit more like it. There's 3 successes from Claire P. And 1, 2, 3, 4 successes from Claire D. When you step away from Tyreed's hack on your systems, though, he starts pushing back. You've got 5 successes to keep him out at the minute. You've still got 5 successes to keep him out because even though he's being powered by the Weaver, his hack was not successful. So he's trying to push back into your systems to no avail. But you have, so Claire P, you were engaging the money hack, and Claire D, you were rerouting through.
I was rerouting it through all the accounts we'd set up, as many as possible, all at once.
The heist commences digitally. Right, Dave, you've got about 2 minutes.
Chunky locking things.
From what Ray told you.
Got about 2 minutes.
Sweet. You got 2 minutes before they notice that something's wrong with the transfer.
Okay.
Oh, Sweet Pea, not Ray.
Have they? Oh,
We've started. Yeah.
Have they got me back in the 10th floor?
You're back in the lift going up.
Okay.
4th floor. IT. Look, they're in the IT room. One of them swipes his pass down the door. Says, "You sure you're not going to look dodgy going in now?"
Leave that to me, mate. All right.
So you go into the IT room, and because Tiana's told you where to go, you're able to find the server quite quickly. And you can see that they're all stood there. You've got Ali Bayoglu, you've got Kindler. They're both at the console. They've got the USB code key plugged in, and a transfer is taking place on screen. Kindler's also got his phone out, which he's looking at.
Right.
So the program, it's definitely in session. Less than 2 minutes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. Gonna mind 3 effects on my driver's license to make it look like some kind of MI5 pass to anyone that looks at it.
Psychic paper.
Just borrowed mine. I haven't used it.
You have? Used it twice.
Need any distractions, let us know.
Yeah.
Aside from the madman waving sausages around in the lobby.
I'm wrapping up my sausage display.
They see him from the server room.
Right. JM Junior, multipass.
Right. Right. No, I'll leave the wallet in my pocket for the time being. I've got that prepped. I'm gonna sort of walk in discreetly, walk up to So who's there? There's
Ali Beoglu, Kindler, Kindler's PA, and one of Ali Beoglu's security men.
I walk up to Kindler's PA, looking very sort of confident. I'm really supposed to be here. I absolutely work for you. There's nothing unusual about me coming up here right now. Definitely using all my New World Order neurolinguistic programming. Walk up to the PA and go just quietly, like trying not to disturb anyone else. Go, I think there might be a problem with the transaction, man.
What do you mean a problem?
It looks like there's some kind of attempt to hack the building going on at the moment. Yes, it's possible we might need to locate to another room or something.
Let me get read on it. And she pulls out a phone and starts dialing. You hear half a conversation between her and Tyreed, and he's confirming what you've said about there being a hack going on at the minute and how he's already dealing with it.
Actually a lie.
She leans over to Kinder and says, "So there's some kind of hack happening on the system at the minute. It's nearly gone through. It's nearly gone through. It'll be fine." Ali Beoglu says, "Is there a problem?"
Not sure at the moment yet, sir. Sorry, ma'am. Just trying to sort of talk nonsense and keep them from paying too much attention to their screens.
Okay, well, yes, attention is now being focused away from the screen. Ali Beoglu's saying to Kindler, what is the problem? What is the problem? Explain to me what is happening. And Kinder's like, no, everything's fine. Look, you can see everything's fine. I've got my IT guy. He's on it. It's not a problem. We had some people try and penetrate our system, but we shut them down. We're getting all dealt with. We're tracking them right now, even as we speak. Everything will be okay. And then you've got Beverly Keane on the phone going, just get it done. Meanwhile, on the computers, you've got these counter hacks coming in very quickly. So in the next little bit of a hack battle, the spiders are completely webbing the van's systems. You're being locked out, surrounded by an impenetrable web of code. It's forcing itself right the way back into the van again.
I'd like to make a counter attack.
Fire away.
I would very much like his computer to suddenly start playing Baby Shark at him.
Savage. Bet you Ray ain't got a background for that.
Not immediately, no.
Right, you're pushing back. Sweet Pea, what's going on?
And if I could use spirit as well, that'd be lovely.
Ooh.
Don't know. Wondering what I can.
You're gonna literally unleash the worm. A worm.
Massive worm.
I just
You're
want
kind of
him to really,
supervising
really have
the-
it stuck in his head so badly he can't concentrate.
That'd be mind effect rather than a spirit effect.
I don't know. Baby Shark goes pretty deep.
But if you did want to throw, steady on.
Oh,
Alan's just blinked position. Is it okay
no.
on?
oh no, did I?
Can we
Yeah,
try
you're
and
now-
cut some of the power?
You're now
to-
Tiana,
Oh.
and Claire is now David, and Claire remains Claire,
Yeah.
and Dave is now Ray.
There we go. Extra fun
Weird.
for everybody.
Can I try shutting down some part of the lights in that room or something?
Yes.
You'll just cut the power to his room.
Well, I thought that, but then it might.
But if you
Cut
cut the
our
power to the
access,
server room, it
so-
will also shut down the transaction.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
I
mean
thought the
cut
lights
the,
first.
cut the
To
power?
Ty's
oh, no.
room.
Ty's room. That's on a different location.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so
We're watching Baby Shark in the dark.
You do manage to shut down facilities to the room, but not power to his computers. They appear to be independently powered at this stage. So yes, he is sat in the dark watching Baby Shark appear on his screen. But he is still proceeding methodically with his counter hacks. So this battle is raging back and forth. Ray, what do you want to do?
I would like to pack away my sausages.
Okay.
And return to the van.
So, you're getting kind of security guards sort of ushering you out and trying to.
All right. No one likes artisan sausages here. Clearly, that's just terrible. Fine, I'll be on my way. Black pudding? No, Scotch eggs.
There's a couple of people videoing you on their phones as you leave the building with your sausages.
Never mind.
No, it's fine. While they were videoing you, the sausages will have been obscuring your features every swing.
Yes, perfectly timed. Every time.
Conveniently so.
Back to the van.
Right, the girls are still typing at a frenzy. Steam rising. Women. Sorry.
I believe the correct term is tech ninjas.
Tech ninjas. The tech ninjas are ninjaing techly.
Excellent.
Steam rising from their keyboards because they're typing so fast. There's some kind of child music being played down the computer at one end.
What unearthly horror is this?
Gertrude is beeping and booping.
I'm going to pour Tiana a little espresso from a thermos flask I've got.
Thank you. I'll have it in a minute.
Near her fingers. And I'm just going to give Sweet Pea a little iced tea out the fridge in the back of the van.
We've got blueprints, like we've got visuals of the room. So I've got visuals of the room. Yeah. Can I try and use correspondence and matter to move something in that room? Like
you can, yes.
Shoot one of their mice across the room or their keyboards or something.
You can give it a go, yes.
Let's do that.
Or just pull a plug.
Yes.
Make useful things disappear.
Oh,
could you miss?
What did I do?
Roll 3.
Which it did.
Hey.
Oh.
Would you like a re-roll?
Sadly, no, you can't. Apparently you've been offered a re-roll.
Will it help? Yeah, let's do it. Do it.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, you use correspondence to pull the plug to his main server farm, shutting down his ability to do a lot of what he does because he hasn't got the power behind him anymore.
Oh.
So his counter hacks aren't having much effect. Junior, you're the one in the most trouble at the minute.
Yay!
What are you going to do?
Well, get out of there, mate.
You're pretty confident that everything that can be done at your end has now been done.
Yeah. How much time do we think we still need to get the transaction off?
You're pretty sure that it will be done within seconds.
Okay.
And the glitch will start to show up. Well, the glitch is already starting to show up. The whole transaction has still got another couple of minutes to go. But they don't have a hacker to stop it from happening anymore.
And you want to not be there right now.
I'll say to the PA, I'll just go back to security.
Yeah, fine. Okay, go.
I'll step out. Right, on the bead. Where are we at?
Are you leaving?
Well, at the moment I'm in the corridor. Is there anything I can usefully do?
You can leave, I think.
Yeah, we're nearly done.
I'm going to start the van.
The fire alarm to distract them from seeing that something's gone weird.
Yeah, why not?
Trigger a free-on release
in
the server room just for giggles.
Clear?
I'll start making my way out. Set off the fire alarm in the kitchen.
Right, are you in the back of the van or the front of the van?
I'll be in the front of the van.
Okay, make a perception and alertness. Or actually, you know what? Make a perception and driving roll.
That's a lot of dice. We'll take those 5 successes.
It is 5 successes. nondescript vehicle
Bloody hell.
has slowly started to edge its way down the street towards you. Black Ford, clearly got some aftershock modifications on. It's riding quite low, so it looks like it might be armored, but it's got space for a big old engine.
You're in the wrong car.
Why do we want to be in that one?
Oh, well. I like the way you think, do you? No. Right. Tell Junior to get a shuffle on.
They go past you.
Hold on to something.
Around the block. But now that's the second time you've seen that car. The first time you didn't think too much of it. Then you saw it doing like a curb crawl past you.
We need to be leaving very quickly.
All right, I start making my way down.
Okay, you make your way down to the lobby. And
Someone be on the side door. We are not going to slow down.
I'll go to the side door.
No, the side door of the van.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah, I'll head out.
Okay, as Junior is climbing in the side door, you see that car appear up at the top of the road again as they come round for their third pass.
I will put on my chase music and accelerate away. Dark glasses, leather gloves.
Dark glasses, leather gloves, chase music.
Yep. Boomity, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
Drive.
There you go. Chase music.
Yay.
So you put on your chase music and you're driving. You leap in the car. Dex and drive. See if you can get a head start on them.
I'm a little bit wounded though, so this may not be quite as sparkly as it should have been. Hold on to something.
Don't wrap us around anything.
You screech away. Yay!
That
Minis.
is astonishingly awful.
That is astonishingly awful. You screech away or don't screech away. You screech so fast you leave great big tread tracks.
Yeah, we're in the
Smell
wrong
the
car.
rubber burning.
We're in so the wrong car for this, I am.
And they pull up right behind you as you start to take off.
Disappointed.
So they are very, very close. Right, they are literally bumper to bumper with you.
Okay, well, all right, that was a poor start.
One of them leans out of a window. It looks like he's got a gun.
I'm leaning out a window. I have a gun.
Yay!
I've got sausages.
Wait for it. They might come in handy.
Oh, I'm tempted to throw them at them, but all right, I will hang on.
No, that's what I mean. You could throw them at them. Slipping on some greasy sausages would make your driving more difficult.
Can't get to the pedals. There's too many sausages. And then
Right.
you turn the sausages back. Ding!
So, Johnny starts shooting. Kablamo! And it dinks off the car.
Tyres? You go for tyres.
Oh, you go for tyres?
What a dickhead.
That's not what I did.
Shoot.
You shoot at one of the tyres and it starts to flatten a little bit, but then kind of reinflates itself.
Damn it.
Another drive roll, please, Mr. Van Horn.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this is your moment to shine. You said you wanted a car chase.
I know.
You've got music, you've got picture, you've got car chase.
Everything's going slightly better. Right, I managed to get it to gear this time.
Right, there we go.
It's the wrong track. Beep, beep.
They are sticking right on your tail. You're going to need to build up some distance.
Okie dokie. Yeah, we got
Anybody else want to do
vehicle.
anything in the
This
van?
is crap.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Try again. I'm trying to shoot the windscreen. I know it's armoured, but give it a go.
That's okay, it might put them off a little bit. Slam kapow, indeed. Your bullet ricochets off the windscreen, leaves a little scratch in it, but it does startle the guy inside a little bit. So I'm going to give them raised difficulty on their next drive roll.
All right. Does Ray have a bottle of vodka back here?
I might have had one for the celebration after the heist. Why?
I'm going to grab his bottle of vodka, lean out the window, and throw the bottle of vodka onto the hood of the car.
That was a nice bottle of vodka.
Yeah, Dex Athletics.
This is not going to go brilliant.
I believe in you, Junior.
Let's just see if it goes. Right, you hit the front grille of the car, so there is like the vodka bottle smashes on the very front of the car rather than on the windscreen where you were hoping for. It does smash on the car. A bullet wings into the back of the van through the back door, punches right through the door. Spang!
Baz is not going to be happy.
High tech.
I'm now going to try and shoot the vodka.
Okay, Ray, do a drive roll.
Ooh, one extra fun bit.
But you're starting to get a little bit of distance on them.
Oh.
And there is a fire on the front of their car. Not much of one, but a little blue fire getting sucked in through the intake valves.
Excellent. Sorry, I have getaway driver, so can I ignore the one?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So that's 4 successes then.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yes.
Okay, so yes, you are starting to pull out ahead of them. They've got 2 successes. You're going to need a little bit more of a head start if you want to get into the car park and swap vehicles.
Yeah, I know.
Elite hacksaws.
Teleport his tyres away. Shuffle money. Do what you need to do.
Police on him.
We got this.
All right, let's have another drive roll then.
Hang on. Ladies.
Hello.
Is there anywhere
right now?
Okay, if you get a minute, is there anywhere around here with automated bollards?
Google Maps.
Yep.
And local CCTVs. Do I find one?
You have very definitely found some automated bollards and gained access to their remote system. Runs on an RFID chip, which you reckon you could spoof.
This is going to take some very clever timing.
Got one? What do you want?
I want the bollards to spring up as soon as we go past them.
Well, they don't spring, they rise. But they don't have to rise very far to be able to get them. They've only got to get that
take the
far
front
out
of the
ground.
car out within seconds.
That sounds fine. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, so it's a drive roll from you to get there.
Alright then.
You only really have to succeed on this one. If you succeed by 2 or more successes, it'll give you a better head start.
Lovely.
That'll do the job.
Hey.
You almost lose.
Nice.
Oh, I have to slow down a bit. Slide a little bit on the corners. Making this look too easy.
So yeah, you drive over the remote bollards.
Fishtail out the back.
Accesses them and punches it. Can you activate the bollards, please, Tiana?
Sorry, it cut out just as you said that.
Can you activate the bollards then?
Activate.
I don't know, let's find out.
And Sweetpea, can you run another hack on the financial exchange so that you can make it look like the money's moving still in the back of a moving van during a high-speed car chase?
Yay!
What Gertrude's for.
What we want.
I think I got 4 successes even with the...
You just... It's
Looks
hard.
like bollards go up. It is hard. You managed to reroute it from Thailand to Canada. Every success gives you another place you can route it to. You probably want to get 3 or 4. Right, you've got enough of a head start now, Ray, because they're going to have to get around those bollards. Driving down the pavement at the minute.
Oh, so we cripple the car. Oh, shame. All right, that'll do.
No, they managed to screech to a halt just before the bollards ripped the front of the car out.
Oh, I didn't get the timing quite right.
They're quite competent drivers. They're still behind you, but they're now about 6 successes behind you.
Alrighty, let's just drive on away.
Okay, another drive roll from you.
Another one. I just did one. Another one? How about that one?
Yeah, right, into the car park you go.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, have we completed our adventure in the tech van? Anything we need to bring it with us, please?
We can maintain the connection, I think, regardless.
Yeah, you've got laptops and you've got Gertrude. How much stuff are you going to leave in the van? Because you had quite a lot of kit. And you've only got... Right, you've got until I get to 0 to be in the... Which vehicle is it? The Range Rover.
Range Rover.
Okay, 10.
How much does your friend like his van? Because we can
9.
take out what we need and then blow it up.
Blow it up. We'll buy another one.
7.
Yeah. Do it. Sweet Pea, ready?
6.
Yeah.
5.
Grab and run.
4.
Come on, Junior.
3. 2. 1.
We're in the van. Start the van.
0.
Vroom.
Right. How are you blowing up the other van?
Can we shoot the engine? Shoot the petrol?
You could shoot the petrol and then Ray could work his mystical magics to make the petrol explode.
Yeah, that works for me.
Right,
Magics.
so Junior, if you could do the shooting.
Shooting. I can certainly do the shooting.
And Sweet Pea, if you could do another location hack.
Oh, I can certainly do the shooting. Steady hands, ignore the one.
No, you're not. Ray,
Plus the
you're,
shotgun. What
you're
am I doing?
you're doing Arete.
Oh, you said shooting.
No, that's Junior's doing the shooting. You're doing the Arete because you're the one with forces.
Do apologise.
Petrol doesn't explode when you shoot it, but people
No.
think it does. So you're effectively casting fireball at the van. Only you're doing it in a coincidental way.
Marvellous. I've got one.
You've got 2.
2. I've got 2.
2 successes. Boom. Right in the petrol tank. You blow up the van.
Sorry, Baz.
Cloud of black smoke piles out of it. And you drive away in the Range Rover. Can you make another Dex and drive roll for drive casual?
Oh, that's harder. That's a harder difficulty. Yes.
Right.
Good. God, yes.
You see the black car go into the parking garage as you're driving out.
Bravo.
And you drive out into the streets of London. It would look like you've not been followed. Oh, nice shot, Claire. Thank you.
Yeah. It's quality, that one.
Anything anybody else wants to do to ensure you're not being followed?
Junior, spirits, anything in the
right.
Umbra going on?
Can we take a peek?
Yep. Sweet Pea, you have finished rerouting the money transactions so that it leads all around the world and ends up in a bank account in the Caymans, which is registered to Damien Kindler.
Lovely.
Peeking into the spirit world, what you can see is that Ray has one of those little leeches on his leg.
I'm a poke it.
No,
Not
kittens.
literally.
Kittens. He met with unikitties.
Yeah, Ray has one of the spirit leeches on his leg.
What are you poking at? I'm trying to drive here.
Yeah, but you'll be able to drive a lot less well with this thing on your leg.
Oh, it's not one of those squishy
Only a
things
little one.
again,
It's
is
fine.
it?
It's only a little one.
Junior, it's exactly the same as the one that was used to track you.
Yeah, let's go take care of this one.
Nope.
I poke it, Squidgy.
I had trouble with it last time. You had to do a little dance and spray stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Right, where do you want to go, Ray? Since you're driving, squishy, squishy.
Well, I want to get rid of this thing first. If this is some kind of tracker, I'm just going to cruise around, gradually, basically spiraling out from where we were.
I'll tell a story about a leech trying to catch and kill Brother Anansi, and Brother Anansi biting and poisoning it instead, and it withering up and dying.
Which is what happens when you finish your story. The Anansi poison, in your words, leaks into the leechy creature and causes it to drop off.
Makes it sad.
And then you can sort of flick it out the door.
Yeah. That's just horrible, that is. All right. Are we clear now, do we think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Who wants to go find a chantry?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Let's get as safe as we can and do a mind 3, spirit 3 effect. It's going to be partly about thickening gauntlet, partly about sort of causing confusion. And I'm going to instruct Ray to turn left here, turn right here, and describe a weird kind of spirally route. Describing a kind of spider web that traps the mind.
Wherever
So
you
people
say.
go looking for you, they're going to go looking
No, I do not do that. All right, I'll write the paradox down.
Oh,
yeah. You kind of make yourself dizzy trying to trace this map.
I feel slightly ill.
Ooh.
What does anybody else want to do? Is there any other bits and pieces? Sweet Pea, as near as you can tell, your hack has gone through flawlessly. The money is where you want it, while looking like it's where Kindler wanted it.
Woohoo!
You have his cash, plus his diamonds, plus his deed.
Yay!
Can I
It's just a shame he hasn't fired his gun yet. I was looking forward to the custard.
Oh, custard doesn't go with sausages; it goes with fish fingers.
Oh, that's true.
There is a point, though. Those sausages.
Yes.
Yeah, Junior knows nothing about the sausages. Ray sat there with some sausages in the car. Did you leave them in the van, or did you bring them with you? Because they are made from a horrible Fomori creature.
I probably left them in the van, to be honest. It was all a bit rushed.
Fair enough. As long as you don't still have them with you, because they do pose a possible threat. I mean, I know they're sausages, but they're menacing sausages.
Menacing sausages. No. No, we left them in the van, I feel.
Right, so they're all crispying up in the van.
With Spirit 3 and Entropy 2, would I be able to basically make the people following us get bored and give up if necessary?
More likely to make them get lost and frustrated than bored. They won't necessarily give up, but they won't be able to find you because everywhere they look will sort of labyrinth them.
6 different ways of going every time there was a turning.
You can do it, but only if you call the effect "that way leads right to the castle." Don't want to go that way. That way leads right to the castle. Hey! So yes, you throw a sort of labyrinth pattern out behind you. So even if people were following you, your GPS coordinates appear to lead in all kinds of frustrating and annoying places and ways.
Very
just
occasionally
lead them
directly downwards.
back on themselves. Take the next left. Take the next left. Take the next left. Take the next left. You have reached your destination. We're back where we started. So yeah, you scramble GPS so that if it tries to follow you, it leads them back on themselves and gets them lost.
Right. Where's Down Street? Anybody?
Clear.
That way.
That way. All right.
Down by
then
the
left.
river.
And then right.
Down by the river. We go that way, and then left, and then right.
Not too far away. It's on the other side of the river to the MI6 building, I believe.
Ooh, shiny.
So you drive down to there. There is a metal door in the wall.
Have we
Oh,
all
no, wait.
signed the deed at this point?
In Mayfair.
Is it Mayfair?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm lost then. I thought it was on the embankment.
I thought it was Embankment as well.
That's the Aldwych station.
That's
the one
Aldwych.
that goes
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is. So fine, it's in Mayfair.
Between Dover Street, which is now called Green Park, and Hyde Park Corner.
Oh, we get to Bibble up Park Lane. That's nice. Ooh, this is nice.
Oh, yeah. Mayfair. Fancy.
Have
Apparently
you
up there,
signed?
Apparently
deed.
up Mayfair, there's a corner where there's 3 yacht shops.
Well, competition is the very soul
Of commerce.
of commerce, yeah.
I'm just saying, yachts aren't an impulse purchase.
Oh, I don't know. You've had a
You
few
can't find
drinks.
one yacht shop and you
You've had a
don't like what
kebab.
they've got. So you go next door and you say, well, the man in the other shop said I could get a yacht for $1.5 million.
Yeah. Are you just going to throw in a dinghy? What have you got?
Walk-up traffic shouldn't be a big factor. Putting your yacht shop next to another yacht shop shouldn't be a particularly valuable thing. I don't know.
This is known as central place theory. It's a well accepted retail phenomenon.
So you
Well,
arrive
it wasn't
in
just me that
Mayfair.
was thinking that.
Has everybody signed the deed?
Yes.
Yes.
I reckon.
Right, if you
Probably.
have signed the deed, then you can see quite clearly that there is a tube station sign over a metal door in a marble wall that says Down Street on it.
Marvellous. That
The
wasn't
door-
there before, was it?
Isn't even locked. No, it wasn't.
Well,
There is a fly poster pasted half across the door. So half on the door, half on the wall next to it,
Yeah.
which has a big picture of a sphinx at the top.
Hmm.
And the slogan, Enigma leads us where dogma cannot, underneath it.
Leads us.
Which is one of the things that was written on the first bit of information you were given from the Sphinx.
All right. Let's go down.
Shall we?
Pop the door handle, open it up. There's a little spiral staircase down into a very old, disused train station.
Right.
You can feel the power down there. There is a vending machine on one wall. Loads of vending machines, but there's this one particular vending machine which is like pulsing with energy. Very, very old chocolate bar vending machine, left over from the 50s by the looks of things, but it is shiny and new looking as though it's never been touched. Everything else in here, dusty to hell and back.
Mm.
But this one vending machine, shiny and new, like it's just been installed. It's got a light in it. It's fully stocked with chocolate bars.
Well, I'm hungry.
Mm.
Junior threw away me vodka, so chocolate to celebrate, I think.
It's
Can
not
I have a
even
peek
just-
into the Umbra?
Yes, it's a fully active node. You have no difficulty peeking into the Umbra here whatsoever. This place counts as like whatever gauntlet rating you kind of want it to at the minute. So looking into the Umbra here shows you that this doesn't matter. Absolutely does not matter.
It's looking back.
You can just unfocus your eyes and look into the gauntlet here. Look across the gauntlet. Yeah, that chocolate bar machine is a node. It's every bar of chocolate in there is pure TAS quintessence that's been solidified over time.
That's not just chocolate, Ray.
No?
No, that's extra specially tasty chocolate.
It's like-
Excellent.
Solidified magic lumps.
Lumps of it. We like. All right.
No Gribblies then.
Anywhere
No
to get a cup of
Gribblies.
tea?
It's not
At
Gribbly
all.
chocolate. Oh, I could murder a coffee. I lost mine in the van.
You can explore the Chantry from there. There are rooms with bunk beds in. There's
Nice.
like a little tea room. The office works. There's very old wooden mahogany furniture in some of them. One of the rooms has a magic circle in it. This has clearly not been a train station for some time. Everything in here is very old and covered in a layer of dust. It looks like nobody's been in here in a couple of decades at least. This is a fabulous lost secret of London.
We got a name for our new crew then, on our new base.
Be magic, do crimes.
It's not a crime if you don't get caught.
Cool.
So, yeah, glorious success. You
Good work,
got on
team.
with the heist. You've pocketed the diamonds. You've shaken off any trails. While you haven't resolved all of the questions that are being asked,
No.
there's always more questions. Otherwise, it wouldn't be Mage. Who are Black Razor? What's going on in the properties owned by the Turkish for more?
What does this dodecahedron of doom do that is still in my bag?
And all questions like this. But yes, you can spend your time now doing up the Chantry, picking rooms for yourself, assigning them in whatever way you like, meditating at the node.
Yay.
Putting in a tea.
Yeah. Doing up the kitchen. Why not?
Doing up the kitchen.
It's not like you're short on cash anymore.
That's true. I'm going to have to buy Baz a new van.
You are going to have to buy Baz a new van.
And I think there's some undead spirit city boy that you owe $1 million, Junior.
Oh yeah, if you could hook me up with that $1 million, that'd be useful.
Oh, Claire's just dropped out and then
Sorry,
dropped back in again.
back again.
That's okay. Oh, I wonder who's who now.
Yes, where are we now on Twitch?
Okay. Claire is now Auden. Auden is now Claire. Dave has gone back to being Dave, and Claire has remained Claire throughout.
Partially fixed it.
I never moved.
Sweet Pea has been Sweet Pea the whole time.
I've got a better handle on correspondence than you guys.
Full on correspondence.
Right. I'm the only person here with time, which tells me it's bedtime. Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's been a really good
Thank
day.
you very much to
Thank
my
you.
players for coming along. Wonderful little game. Glad you had fun. Thank you very much
awesome.
to everybody who has been watching. I should probably have told Pete to come on and get ready for shutdown a few minutes ago, so I'm going to have to blather. But feel free to, if you need to drop off and go to bed, because you've got
we could do
real
Q&A
grown-up
on
jobs.
Twitch if anyone's out there.
I think people are going to be going to bed as well. But thank you very much, viewers, for watching us. Stay tuned to Gobler Games for updates on what's going to be coming later. We've got access to what we're doing. We're doing more stuff. We've got my Pathfinder bi-weekly game is probably going to go weekly now, as long as that's okay with all my players.
Players Trevor would like to talk about the sausage.
We can stop and talk about sausage if you like. But thank you very much, one and all, for coming. Dave, if you want to drop off, that's no worries, mate.
All right then.
I'll
Thank
have my
you,
people call you
Dave.
people.
Been awesome.
Love you all very much.
And we'll just shuffle all of the screens and let everything go.
Yes.
completely
We're
wacky,
done now.
random,
It's
all over
fine.
the
It can just
place.
be a total mess.
Total chaos in the screens.
Oh,
It's
good.
fine. Claire is still Claire.
I'm now
Ooh.
2 people, apparently.
You're now 2 people. You're having to
Oh.
shoulder double the load.
I'm David. Excellent.
I haven't
Bigger
moved.
beard. Yeah, you're just rock
But there we
solid.
go. The end of Mage Ascension Heist.
Woo,
All of the prophecies from the first session came true
we made it, team.
without gratuitous shoehorning, I promise.
No, it was beautifully done.
Safino wants to know what your favourite sausage is, Auden.
Oh, my favourite sausage would be a Toulouse from the
Ooh,
butchers
posh.
known as Buckingham's. They're
Fancy.
very large and extremely garlicky. They're really quite wonderful.
Oh no, please forever. Sorry, you're losing points there. Ketchup. Ketchup is a sin on everything except once in a blue moon when it's okay to have with a fried egg.
Oh,
Fried
no.
egg?
No,
No.
you can't
No.
put it
You're
in
gonna
say
fried
with
eggs. It goes
chips
with sausages
occasionally.
and chips and bacon.
Oh no.
No,
Occasionally
mayonnaise
on a
is for chips.
sausage. Like
Yeah, mayonnaise and
sandwich.
pepper. That's nice.
Yeah, mayonnaise
yeah.
is good for chips. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's occasionally on a sausage sandwich, but never on an egg one. Ugh.
No, doesn't go with
But
eggs.
just the egg. Just the egg. And it does. What kind of wine is going to go with sausage? Well, I suppose if you're having the Toulouse sausages, you need a robust red to
You
go
need
with
a
that.
Rhone or a Bordeaux. Yeah.
Oh, you can get those. You can get those kind of chicken and mozzarella ones. They'd be quite nice with the white.
Those would have to
Yeah.
go with the white. Yeah, I mean, if you're chickening
What
your
should they go
sausages,
with
then you need
tomato
it to go with the
ketchup,
white wine. They don't
Yeah.
go with ketchup, but they
Definitely
would go
no
quite
ketchup.
nicely with a French mustard.
Oh,
Potentially.
do you know what you have to have ketchup on? A hot dog. Like
Oh, yeah.
proper
Definitely.
Frankfurter hot dog.
I would still prefer
Always.
like hot dog mustard on a hot dog any day of the week.
Both.
Yeah.
You have to have both.
You could
And
have.
onions.
You could have the
Onions,
reds
I agree,
and the
yeah.
You've got
yellow.
to have the little stripes.
I will even forsake the right to say no onions, though they make you fart big time.
Really good for you, though.
Yeah. Just a little bit of the crow there. What's the critical opinion of brown sauce?
No.
I'm
No,
not a fan.
sorry. It's a sin. It's a hate crime. Say no to brown sauce.
Really not. Go Danish with remoulade, ketchup, mustard, chopped onions, and roasted onions.
I don't even know what remoulade is, but it sounds exciting.
It's
Got parsley in it?
Yeah, it's a soft cheese. That's
I
been
do have
rolled in
tastes,
parsley.
Safino. That's why we say no to
believe.
brown sauce. Brown sauce
Remoulade
removes
sauce.
flavour
a
from
cucumber
anything.
thing. I think Garbler Games, you're going to have to explain some of these things to us.
Oh, similar to tartar sauce, apparently.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
It's got
Not what I
pickles in
thought
it.
it was.
I quite like
Tartar
tartar
sauce
sauce.
is for fish and chips.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. Oh, horseradish sauce.
Has anyone actually made horseradish sauce?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh, I have.
Was it
Wear
good?
goggles. Wear goggles. It's highly effective, but oh, good grief.
Yeah, I used to live with a couple of fairly mental guys in my second year at university. We decided one week that it was flavoured vodka making week. One of them came home with a little vodka box that had 2 mixing bottles and a bottle of vodka and a recipe booklet. And we kind of ignored the recipe booklet completely.
This is never going to go wrong.
Can't possibly go wrong. So one of the guys decided that what he was going to do was he was going to make chili vodka and wasabi vodka.
Oh,
hang on. What now?
It was proper wasabi as well. It was like actual root wasabi. We're not
Ooh.
talking like wasabi paste or
That's
shot
very
put
hard
stuff.
to get. That's a real waste of genuine wasabi.
These
So
guys
that
were
stuff's
both
good.
Chinese, and so they shopped in a lot of Oriental supermarkets in London and knew where all the best places were to get them. So we had chili vodka, and the chili vodka was lethal at about 10 paces. If you could get close enough to drink it, it was a feat. But the wasabi vodka rendered you incapable of tasting anything for about 3 days. So my clever rebuttal to that was to make some mentholyptus vodka. And I got them Hall's turbo strength menthol sweets. And
that's gonna hurt.
Dissolved in
the
vodka.
best thing about it was that it drank like vodka, and then
it burns.
halfway through the statement, I don't get it, is something supposed to was kind of what everyone said, because it would hit your stomach and then this cloud of menthol vapor would clear every airway in your body. It would pop your ears, it would clear your nose. It felt like it was clearing your eyes. You could feel the vapor coming out the back of your eyes. It was amazing. Anyway, yes, we are done.
Yes,
just
Pete,
stopping
we
to
are
talk
done.
about sausage.
We were running a Q&A with our Twitch
Q&A.
audience.
Yeah, we've had a really good discussion about sauces.
Stuff horrible.
It's given me some time to recoup some of those goblins.
Please, Forever says, no, we are not done. We are done. I think it's probably bedtime for most of my good little players.
Absolutely. It has been. It's been enormous fun. Thank you Huge thanks to Ben for running it,
Yes,
and
thank you. It's
you
been
to
super fun.
Thank
both
you so
Claire's
much for playing. I'm really
and
glad
Junior.
that you could come along and play. It was wonderful to get a slightly different crew set up and give people a bit of a different experience. Great thing to do online and remotely. Who knows, perhaps there will be an Ascension Heist 2 one day.
A bit like Ocean's 11.
We've got a base and a crew now. So.
Got a base
we
and
know
a crew.
how to set up a van, even if we, do end up exploding them in the end.
Yeah.
Might have to borrow one off someone else. I don't think Ben's going to let me his van again.
Well, I don't know. You just bought him a new van to replace his shonky
But
old one. The only
new
thing he's
one's
going
so
to complain
lovely. Can you
about
borrow it?
Yeah, but that was because I blew up his previous one.
is his insurance.
We'll cover that too.
Next week on Tuesday, we will have Pathfinder Path of the Pilgrim with my group from there, including everybody's favourite Astral, the hippie surf bum doped out gnome druid.
It's all a rumour.
He's turning out to be quite popular.
Dude, I don't know.
And lovely Nye will be reprising his role as Lucas Sandrunner, who in no way is related in any way to Luke Skywalker.
Legally distinct.
Completely legally distinct.
No similarities whatsoever. His aunt and uncle died in a mysterious stormtrooper accident.
Storm accident.
Accident.
There was an accident with storms and maybe some troopers.
Yes.
Astral is Neil from the Young Ones. There you go. Your truth is out.
Maybe some channeling going on.
All right then, time to go, people.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Bye.
It was fun.
Thank you. Bye bye.